What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Evil Reviews.
My name's Matt, this is Trent, and this is the review for the 2003 reimagining of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
What's up, guys? So, obviously, as you have already clicked on the video and already watched the little snippet that we did, we are doing the 2003 reboot, remake, whatever you want to call it, of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, starring Jessica Biel, directed by someone who I don't quite know. His name is Marcus Nispel. I know he did music videos before this. I believe this is his first feature-length film, which, when you say that out loud and you actually see the film, well, before I get that, what did I think? Well, it was good. It's a strong feature film debut by someone who's never did a horror movie. However, there were some things I didn't like about it. I thought the pacing of it was very... It's just, I mean, it took a while to get there. I feel like the original, like, it's so... It genuinely felt like you shouldn't be watching it, which is the biggest compliment I can give that
It felt
movie.
real.
Yeah. But what did you think? Your first impressions?
I thought, Jessica Biel was great, so I thought that the movie itself, even though I saw this when it first came out, and I guess I saw it on VHS when I was probably, I'd say 9, so I haven't seen it since then. Us rewatching it tonight, even though I bought this probably like 5 years ago, we're a little late getting to stuff, but I think it's like, I guess you could say she did well. A few of the other actors, not so much. I thought the costume design for Leatherface was awesome. It was creepy. It was great. The atmosphere of the film as well. Like we were talking about the house. The house is great. The cellar is great. Like, multiple scenes throughout the film made it a good and watchable film. I didn't lose any interest in it, though, honestly. But, it is a slasher and it is Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
He's lying. He was on his phone the whole time.
It's a cult.
It's
a classic film for sure. Now, not this one. This is definitely not a classic. But, of course, you know the original one. The first two, in my opinion, no doubt. But this one, as a reimagining, and, it's technically, I guess you could say, their first reboot. Yeah. It's not bad.
Well, it was the first reboot that Platinum Dunes, which is Michael Bay's company, did. So, and it's like a part of me wants to say that it's unnecessary. Like, it's like, oh, you don't need to remake that. However, in this day and age, it's hard for new horror fans that are growing up. Like someone who was born 5-10 years ago.
Right.
They're never going to probably have heard or watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
so
whereas this is more accessible. Where if you start watching the original, it either might be too creepy, might be too dated. It's very
realistic.
Gritty. Yeah, it's very gritty. So it's very accessible for a newer generation, and I think that's what Platinum Dudes is going for.
Right.
I just don't think that it's something I'd ever rewatch again. Especially, I saw it in theaters in 2003, and this is the first time I've seen it since then.
Right. Damn.
I wonder, and this is totally a side note, I wonder if they paid Jessica Biel more in the writer for her to run a lot. She runs a lot in this movie.
A white tank top.
In a white tank top.
It rains quite frequently, too, so you can only imagine what they're trying to get.
I don't want to get to that part of the conversation, but I definitely want to point out that she runs a lot.
Yeah, she's a good... She was on track.
But now, before we get to our ratings, I have a little something that I pulled up. There are some interesting little tidbits that I found out about this flick that he doesn't know about.
No, I didn't do any research.
Dolph Lundgren was originally supposed to play Leatherface in
Oh my
this.
god. He later on took Shark Lake.
I haven't seen that movie.
It's great.
The movie was banned in the Ukraine.
Really?
Yeah, for it was being too realistic, and there were a lot of
suicide scene is good.
Well, there's a lot of meat shops in the Ukraine.
Yeah.
So they were like, nope, don't want it, not gonna have it.
Didn't affect her. Probably hurt it.
In the beginning of the flick, you find out that when they went to Mexico, she didn't drink, she didn't smoke any of the weed. That was
Jessica Biel?
Yeah, that was because originally there was a subplot that she was going to be pregnant. But they thought if they did that, you would know right away she was going to
pregnant,
yeah, she's gonna be
stay
alive. So they just like
Interesting.
nixed it.
But she is the main. She's the biggest star. So,
Yeah.
I mean, logically, she is going to be.
No, absolutely. I got two
The
more.
final
I got
girl.
two more. Roger Ebert.
Okay.
All right, scored this movie. What do you think out of 1 to 10, or it might have been 1 to 5? 1 to 5. What do you think Roger Ebert would have given this?
The film itself?
Yeah.
Fucking 4.
Goose egg, man. 0. He hated it.
Really?
Yeah. Marilyn Manson was originally supposed to be the score. He was supposed to do the score too. Yeah.
I already turned 49 today, actually.
Yeah, that's
so
a random
I don't listen
fact.
to him, but hey, fun fact. Side note.
Also, so I got two quiz questions
Okay.
for you. See if you were paying attention. You probably weren't, but how many people died by a chainsaw in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
That's rough.
That's rough.
What?
That's rough.
I want to say. What was it? It was 2 or
2.
Yeah,
he got it.
I think it
He
was
got
2.
it
I
right
wasn't
off
gonna
the
say
bat.
2 or 3, but
Now, what was the ultimate body count?
4. No, hold on.
Yeah.
Suicide. Hanging. 5.
8. I'd have to go back, but the body count's 8.
We should recount that. We should have a side little video
Yeah,
about
I mean,
that.
you got to think of Arlie Ermy. He dies too.
Yeah, that is true. He gets
Yeah.
ran over quite a bit.
he definitely gets
She
run
made
over.
sure he died.
Yeah.
She definitely made
So
sure.
that's
he
our
died. He
review.
deserved it.
I'm giving this movie a hard 6.
No. I honestly want to say it's a 5.5. I honestly might even give it a 5, but I think I'm going to stick with a 5.5 just because, like I said, the directing was not bad for a first timer. Also, on top of that, I did like the atmosphere a lot. Costume design was creepy for Leatherface. I mean,
He looked serious.
Yeah.
Like he looked like he was going to
Yeah.
go to town, man.
Yeah.
And the mask of the Jesse Belfort's character.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
creepy.
It was creepy, man.
A little loose. Oh, also, he knew how to sew.
They
So-
I'm glad that they brought that in there. It's like, okay, well, yeah, no, of course, Leatherface knows that. So, but so overall, we got to give it a score of a 9.75. And overall, I say if you're, actually, it's okay. It's okay.
I'm not going to watch it again.
Yeah. So that's our review. Thank you guys so much for watching it. As always, subscribe, like our video, and there's going to be plenty more coming your way. Thank you guys.